What is up, fellas? Welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to give an update as to where we are with the Vmax. I had a bunch of video footage. Unfortunately, I lost it all. So about 3 days worth of video, I lost it. So just to bring you guys up to speed on what's been done and what I did. So, one, I changed the oil. Okay, so it's got some nice fresh oil. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's nice and clear. The stuff that came out of it was kind of nasty. I went ahead and I've removed the unions that connect the intake plenum to the carburetors. Okay, so, and those guys are right here. You can see how badly cracked they are. So those had to go. Again, I have these on order. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I went ahead and I got rid of all the nasty brake fluid in both the front and the back. Okay, and let me tell you, they were nasty. One of the other things that we've done, and the previous owner had said that one of these coils were bad, so I went ahead and I ordered a coil. Now, surprising enough, I ordered the coil from Belgium, and I ordered it on a Sunday evening, and it was delivered on the Friday. So I do have the coil. I've already went ahead and I've swapped it out. Here's the one that I suspect is no good. However, we're not sure. So we're going to test everything on the coils. As you guys can see, we've got a bunch of spark plugs. Okay, so again, not too bad. Okay, not too bad. Pretty good. And okay, so by the spark plugs, I figure and I suspect that, and this guy was over on the passenger side, this one. Okay, so, and this is the new coil that I got from Belgium. Now, what I have been doing is I've been doing a lot of cross-reference with all the bike parts that are Honda, oh my gosh, Yamaha Vmax. Okay, so this coil is the exact same coil as what you would find on, let's just say, like a 84, 85, 86, or, you know, any of those Yamaha Venture Royale. Okay, same part number in the micro. Okay, so I went ahead and I ordered it for a Venture Royale. Okay, now one of the other things that is which I suspect is actually no good, and this one here kind of broke out on me on the inside. Okay, is these spark plug caps. So the spark plug cap I actually did not purchase for a Vmax either. I got this one for a Star, Royal Stars, so something like that. So again, this is off, or I have them coming. Unfortunately, it's coming from the U.S. and again, like I say, I purchased the coil from Belgium, was here in you know, five days. I ordered these from the US and it's a month. So I'm still waiting on the spark plug cap. Okay, so it should be arriving soon. One of the other things that I did do, okay, now I don't know if this one here, I don't know if I can use this. They look kind of the same on the inside. It's just one is straight, one isn't. Who knows? I went ahead and changed out all of the wires, because that could also have been a culprit for the back. Now these wires I had from another build, and I ended up having a bunch. Okay, so it's NGK, you know, I don't know, NGK plugs, NGK wires. Hopefully everything works well together. They're the same diameter. These here actually might be a little bit better. That is yet to be determined. So that's where we are with that. So the oil has been changed. I also pulled out a brand new oil filter. The one that was on there was I mean, it's stamped Yamaha, but it is a Denso, or however you pronounce that. So getting back to it, the oil has been done. The brakes have been flushed, and I have not inspected the brake pads yet on anywhere on the bike yet. I'm going to be removing this whole intake plenum as a full unit to replace these. Okay, but I'm still waiting on these unions to come in. I ordered them a couple weeks ago. They were genuine Yamaha parts, brand new in the wrapper, so you guys will get to see that as well. Getting closer and closer to hopefully being able to fire this thing up. One of the other things that we got to do is do a coolant flush. Just because I don't know the state of the coolant in this bike, so I don't want to. I mean, this is what I'm doing: changing out every single fluid and just checking everything over before we go forward. Then we're going to see about starting it. It's got a new fuel filter. Like I say, I'm just waiting on this one. Spark plug cap. Other than that, that is where we are. And I mean, it's kind of funny. You can see when you leave a bike outside, what happens. Okay, so this here is the side where the bike leans this way. This here is the side. So this is the front. This is the rear. I mean, and you can clearly see, so the rain just collects in there, and because the bike is on an angle, it doesn't drain out of the weeping holes. Now, one of the best ways that you would get away from this and to avoid it is to put the bike on the center stand. These bikes came factory with a center stand. One of the downfalls with it, and I suspect that it is due to the 4-into-1 exhaust. Okay, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful exhaust. It eliminates the exhaust on the driver's side, but if you take a look, this is why I suspect they've just went ahead and somebody's just took a grinder to the center stand. And I suspect it's because that was one of the modifications that you had to do to make the exhaust fit. Okay, so I mean, it is what it is. That's what we're left with. Okay, so basically that is the update. I'm just again, and sometimes you just don't know, but I am waiting for parts. I've also went ahead and I've ordered all of the O-rings for the intake plenum. So I went ahead and I ordered all of those. I'm going to need one more cap. I've decided that I am going to get rid of the emissions. Okay, so that's the one thing that's going to go. We're going to get rid of this. Other than that, that is the update. And this here has also been changed. So the final drive gear oil also has been changed out. When I did do the change out on these are the little crush washers, okay? And these are the ones that that came out. So one of these is from the final drive, and one of them is from the oil. And you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but these are pretty thin. This is a brand new one. So it's always a good idea to do these. Clearly I went and with the new spark plugs in there. So that is that. This coil here, we're still unsure of. Okay, but we know that this cylinder, this rear cylinder, did have an issue. Now, they said that they diagnosed it. The previous owner said that he diagnosed it by switching out the coil and having the misfire move. Okay, and that's what he suspected to be, or the reason why he suspected it to be a coil. Now, I don't know if they switched the coil, left the wire plug the same. I couldn't get any information out of that because he either didn't know or didn't remember. Okay, so he suspected that it was a bad coil. I'm not 100% sure because that guy also doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong with it, but I mean, I could probably take it apart, but there is no connectivity between the two ends. So that is that. That's where we are. So all the fluids have been changed for the exception of the coolant. Okay, that is next. And there's a couple little things on changing out the coolant on the Vmax. Okay, one of which is like right here, if you guys don't know. Okay, you got to move that over to the open position. Okay, you also have plugs in behind all of these. These here are just a show and a stop. Okay, it makes it look nice and finishes it off, but in reality, there is a plug right about here. You get a screw. It's going to be a little sloppy. You screw it in, you pull out the plug, and it'll drain the jugs of the coolant that's left in there. Then what I want to do, because everything else has been so nasty on this, like the brake fluid was nasty. The reservoir tank was nasty. I would only suspect and assume that the rest of the coolant system is going to be pretty nasty when it comes out. So what we're going to end up doing with that is draining everything, filling it with just straight up water. Okay. When we get it running, we're going to let it run, get to operating temperature, and that's why I haven't done the coolant yet. Okay, but you get it up to operating temperature, get everything circulating, and then redrain, wait for it to cool again, and then you go ahead, providing that all the junk has come out. If you have an excessive amount of junk that's in there, you probably want to repeat it again with some water and flush out all the contaminants that may be in there, particles, or you know, let's just say that they filled it and mixed it and they used tap water instead of distilled water and you got minerals in. You know what? Who knows? Okay. All I know is that this tank was just the nastiest thing on the inside. So with that being said, thank you very much for watching. Those of you who watch, feel free to leave a comment. If there's anything that you want me to go over, let me know.